Thanks so much for watching. Jim Molan is, of course, freshly re-elected to the Senate. We get him for another 6 years representing the people of New South Wales. And he's, of course, sitting with the Liberal Party. Great man. Lovely to see you. And again, congratulations.
Thanks, Paul. Could be a long 3 to 6 years.
All right. Enjoy the fight. We're all up for it. Let's get into it. So let's talk here about Clare O'Neil. She's the new Home Affairs Minister, just been announced. I played this grab of something she said in the Parliament in 2017, but there's similar statements over many, many years. This lady's now in charge of the borders. Roll the tape.
Refugees and asylum seekers have been held for over 4 years. They have no idea what the future holds for them. They have been held for too long, Deputy Speaker. These people have been effectively in prison for longer than many people are held for serious crimes.
Now, we all feared KK, but it looks like the new KK is just as bad as the old KK.
Well, I don't think she's got any idea of what is coming down the track towards her. I don't know whether she's received any intelligence briefings. I know that in the last week and a bit, other intelligence briefings have been occurring. But, you know, I find that attitude and the ability to just say, oh, I've changed my mind on these issues, and that's what Christina Keneally tried to put on to us, and we didn't believe her, and the people of Fowler didn't believe her. But it's quite simple in that there is a correlation between the policies that a government takes and the movements of people smugglers. It is shown time and time again. In 1999, Paul, TPVs were introduced and the boats fell from 86 to 7. In 2008, TPVs were abolished and the boats rose from that 7 to 300, as we know. And in late 2013, TPVs were reintroduced and the boats fell from 300 to 1. This is what makes it work. She has an enormous job ahead of her. I reckon it'll take her a year to get her feet under the table.
Yep, and as you said, 8,000 people standing by, waiting to push the wheel there, and that's her position on offshore processing. So China claims that they have shelved their hope for more Pacific power. I think they got exactly what they wanted, which was the deal out of the Solomons and a change in the Australian government.
Yes, I think they would be, and I think it was illustrated by the fact that they didn't make any threats. They went quite happily home. The Chinese foreign minister went happily home. They'll have a talk about it back in Beijing, and this is a long, long process. They take a long, long view. What is the strange thing about this whole idea is that Richard Marles and Penny Wong and the Minister for Home Affairs, Clare O'Neil, will find that Taiwan is likely to be the biggest story, at least the equivalent of Ukraine, in the next 3 years. Sometime in the next 3 years, there is a solid probability that will occur. We are so unprepared, and that whatever occurs around Taiwan at the same time as everyone, as the compliant media was saying, oh, Labor has changed, government has changed, Penny's out there working miracles, and the Chinese have gone home with an empty bag. At exactly the same time, the Chinese tried to intimidate Taiwan. Yet again, they do it regularly by flying through the air defence identification zone with a large number of combat aircraft. Each time they do it, Paul, they increase the number of the combat aircraft and they increase the mixture of the combat aircraft. These are training exercises and rehearsals to show up all the radar sets in Taiwan, to get the Army, the Navy and the Air Force in China working together. Nothing has changed.
I'm with you completely. The idea that 30 of them were sent over today, absolute warning sign. The next 3 years is going to be chilling. It's why we said what we said during the election, but we wait, watch and see, and we hope that they've got the stones to at least push back, stand up for us.